One of the most fun parts about being a sports fan is without a doubt the rivalries. Doesn't a win for your team feel so much better when it comes against the team you hate the most? And who doesn't enjoy seeing their rivals and knowing fans go through agony? You see, many like to say that professional sports unite a country, but for many teams and their fan bases, they actually do the opposite. It only causes division and a ton of bitter feelings. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present 10 sports fan bases that hate each other. And a big shout out to Isaac Lugo for suggesting this list. If you like the list, leave your ideas for your own list down in the I'm going to stop saying list. Leave your own ideas down in the comment section. You never know, we might choose your idea and use it in a video and give you a shout out. Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles. There has been a bitter history between these NFC East foes. The mutual hatred between the fan bases is a strong reason why. Dallas and Philly have two of the cockiest sports fan bases. For the Cowboys, they love to gloat about their success from 2 decades ago. Eagles fans finally won their first Super Bowl in 2018, but they act like they've won it numerous times. Throw in a mouthy fan base against another mouthy fan base, and you have a pair that despise one another. Side note, it's safe to say Terrell Owens and DeMarco Murray played key roles in this rivalry since each man ditched one of these teams for the other. Montreal Canadiens and Toronto Maple Leafs. Because this rivalry is in Canada, there isn't blood or violence. Canadians are too nice for that. But still, the Canadiens and Maple Leafs cannot stand each other. They're the two most storied NHL franchises. Both are from Canada. They battled for NHL supremacy throughout the original 6 era. The Habs and Leafs are by far Canada's most popular sports teams too. There are always bragging rights on the line when these teams clash. Each fan base thinks they got the most loyal group. It only adds up to hatred. Oakland Raiders and Los Angeles Chargers. This fan base rivalry dates back to the Chargers' playing days in San Diego. This all-California rivalry has been marked by some ugly fan incidents. There have been numerous videos of Chargers and Raiders fans fighting at games. There have been cases of fans stabbing supporters of the other team. It's a violent and excessive fan base rivalry. Even if you take away the few idiots who brought violence into this rivalry, there's no love lost between Raiders and Chargers supporters. Chicago Bulls and Cleveland Cavaliers. With these two cities just over 300 miles apart, geography makes this a natural rivalry. But the Bulls and Cavaliers fan bases have been sick of each other for a long time. It dates back to the 80s and 90s, when Michael Jordan's Bulls kept humiliating the Cavaliers. Then LeBron James carried the Cavs to greatness. While doing so, he constantly beat up on the Bulls in the regular season and the playoffs. Both teams are in the Central Division, which makes this rivalry even more heated. Indeed, Cavs and Bulls fans just hate each other. Can't see it ending anytime soon either. Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers. The rivalry between these two historic teams started way back in 1921, and the tension has only grown stronger throughout the decades. Before the Super Bowl era, Chicago and Green Bay were always battling for NFL supremacy. With roughly 185 miles separating the cities, Bears and Packers fans have had no problem invading the other team's stadium either. And hey, look how uneasy this Bears fan looks sitting beside a cheesehead. So much history, and they're in the NFC North together. There's no reason for the Bears and Packers fan bases to like each other. Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees. It's the greatest rivalry in all of North American sports. It all started with the Babe Ruth trade nearly a century ago and hasn't lost its steam. The Bo Sox and Yankees have been in each other's way of the World Series time and time again. Thing is, the Yankees are America's model sports franchise. The Red Sox won 86 years without a championship. It's also the classic Boston-New York rivalry. Each city seems to think they're the best at everything. Bring baseball into the mix and things just get worse. Chelsea and Arsenal. It takes less than 20 minutes for Chelsea fans to invade Arsenal Stadium and vice versa. These EPL powerhouses have been the top soccer franchises for decades. They're both clubs based in London, but there's nothing friendly about these neighbors. Chelsea is home to many of the rich, spoiled, snarky folks of London. Imagine being an Arsenal fan and having to deal with those people when they crash your stadium. Indeed, this is one bitter rivalry between two of England's finest teams. New England Patriots and New York Jets. Back to that Boston-New York rivalry. The Jets and Patriots are something else though. Curtis Martin burned the Patriots for the Jets, which began the bad blood. In 2000, Bill Belichick was hired to be the Jets coach. Then he resigned a day later to take the Patriots job. Next thing you know, the hooded genius leads New England to 5 Super Bowls. Then there was a Spygate controversy where the Patriots were caught illegally videotaping the Jets' signals from the sidelines. Jets and Patriots fans have gotten into their fair share of fights too. The 2006 and 2010 playoff meetings also caused more animosity between the fan bases. Thing is, Patriots fans have sure been a lot happier throughout the duration of this rivalry. They tend to beat up on the Jets. Montreal Canadiens and Boston Bruins. Oh, look, another Boston sports team. Much like the Maple Leafs and Canadiens, Boston is an original six team that often clashed with Montreal for the Stanley Cup between the 30s and the 70s. But man, their fan base rivalry is legit. There are stories of Habs fans pelting Boston fans with beer during games in Montreal. There were Habs fans booing the U.S. national anthem during a home game against Boston, too. Many Boston fans made the rivalry worse by pelting P.K. Subban with garbage and calling him racial slurs on social media while he was still playing in Montreal. Bruins and Canadiens fans have never played nice. Who expects that to change? Los Angeles Dodgers and San Francisco Giants, two of baseball's most historic teams. They're in the same state, and they're both in the NL West, where they've been at each other's throats forever. The Dodgers and Giants just hate, and I mean hate, each other. There was a sad case of two Dodgers fans beating a Giants fan into a coma in 2011 that crossed the line. There was the case of Dodgers fans trying to get a banner going in the Giants ballpark, too. Same state, but no love lost between Giants and Dodgers fans. What other sports fan bases hate each other? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We love it when you do all three of those things. Until next time, tune into Total Pro Sports for more cool videos every single day.